What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and apparently over the weekend, there was a surprise appearance by Dave Chappelle that led to literal panic attacks and fainting and pearl clutching in a crowd. I mean, people actually tweeted about his appearance, quote unquote, causing several panic attacks at a comedy show. I don't believe you, but that wouldn't stop every major news outlet from picking up the story because any chance, just like with Elon Musk, for example, any chance they have to smear Dave Chappelle, they're going to take it and they're going to run with it. Fans at John Mulaney's show said they felt, quote, ambushed when Dave Chappelle opened with an anti-trans joke. I'm sure it was anti-trans. Quote, I have a lot of trans friends. What's a lot? Define a lot, because we're talking about a percentage of the population. Yes, I know. I mean, I have trans individuals in my viewership whom I appreciate greatly, but even they would tell you a lot is probably a relative term since the actual percentage of the population. I'm sure that most trans people are like, could you just please stop talking about us? I get, and that's like allies and people making jokes alike. I have a lot of trans friends and I'm gay myself. So I was really disappointed that Dave was allowed to perform, given that he has a history of phobic jokes. One attendee told BuzzFeed News, why would you go to a comedy show and be that soft? Some attendees who were looking forward to watching John Mulaney stand up in Columbus, Ohio on Friday night were taken aback when Dave Chappelle opened the show with an anti-trans joke during his 15-minute surprise performance. I don't know. What is the joke? I'm just a little disappointed in Mulaney. Morgan, 21, who attended Friday's show, told BuzzFeed News to protect her privacy, she didn't want to release her last name. It hurts to know Chappelle's phobia wasn't enough of a deterrent to keep him off the show. Morgan said, I probably wouldn't have gone, or I at least would have skipped the openers if I knew Chappelle was going to be there. Oh, please. Phones and recording devices were prohibited at the event, so several attendees took to Twitter to express their displeasure. One attendee tweeted, my favorite part of tonight was when Dave Chappelle ambushed us at the John Mulaney show and told a bunch of phobic jokes. A massive stadium of people laughed, and then Mulaney hugged him at the end. So your favorite part was when he told a joke that people thought was funny? Okay. Chappelle, who recently had his incident on stage, he made a joke about when the guy went after him and how the guy had something on him, or the other way around. He said maybe it was a pokey that identified as a gun. He reminded me that I identify as it reminded me of a attack helicopter joke that transphobes made. Are these people that soft, super 10-ply soft? Pretty disappointed in John Mulaney. Saw him tonight and yeah, he was funny, but he gave Dave Chappelle the platform to make some phobic jokes. Also very disheartening to hear a crowd of 12,000 people around you, a trans person, laughing at phobic jokes. Ha! Maybe don't go outside. Maybe it's okay to be the butt of a joke every once in a while. I mean, it's fine for straight white guys. You'd say that's fine, right? What if it offended me? Oh, it's just different because there's more of us? Nah, that's a cop-out. He had this bit where he pulled out twin boys from the crowd and said they were each handling each other with one another, which was weird, McClear told BuzzFeed. He only had about 15 minutes of stage time before Mulaney came up, and I could feel every millisecond pass by. It dragged on for so long, it was exhausting. Many said they were upset. Many out of the 12,000? You mean BuzzFeed handpicked 4 of them that tweeted with no evidence that they were actually even at the show and said the word many. Y'all ever hear 12,000 people laugh at a transphobic joke while you're a trans person in the audience who didn't know the phobic comedian would make a surprise appearance? Yeah, that wasn't fun. F-U-D-C. I would be willing to bet a large sum of money that at least some of these people tweeting as if they were there either were never there in the first place or are just lying about being offended. Chappelle was punching down an already marginalized and institutionally meaned community, McClear told BuzzFeed News. It was embarrassing to see a revered man in his craft become so tacky and boomer-esque. I mean, are we this... Are these people are real? Like, you're not doing trans people any favors by pretending to be super offended all the time. I don't believe that. I don't believe that you are, like, ingratiating yourself or helping, people, accept, because you're a lunatic. Like, these not all, but I mean, these, like, people that get on Twitter and whine about it, they are sad individuals who are also probably easily described as lunatics. Mulaney is on a tour, national tour, for the first time since making headlines for his very public divorce. I don't care about his divorce. You say, John Mulaney is not only responsible for platforming Dave Chappelle, but for yet another wave of cis a-holes yelling at trans people that were overreacting and deserve this treatment and cruelty. Oh, well, maybe somebody's a little self-aware, Preston. Maybe me, this cis a-hole telling you that you're overreacting, maybe you are. It's just a joke. Like, literally a joke. I mean, Preston Maxeline. The fact that John Mulaney, who has a very prevalent amount of young LGBT fans, you forgot the Q and the plus and IA. Opening up for Dave tonight is just deeply disappointing. My heart goes out to every trans person in that audience. Was there 3? But his jokes about white people or his jokes about straight people or boomers or old people, these are all fine. You just can't make fun of this community. Why? I don't buy that crap. It's utterly pathetic, hilarious, just sad. Sour Blue, with 109 comments before they deleted it and 100 likes, just walked out of a Mulaney comedy show this after his openers, which included Dave Chappelle and Seton Smith, the latter of which made jokes about bad behavior and caused several panic attacks, and that's just the people that I know. I'll take things that never happened for 800, boss. Like, I'm assuming, well, they deleted the tweet. There's no indication that you live anywhere around there or were attending the show. You deleted your own tweet. I don't see any pictures of tickets or any things of that nature. So perhaps you were just looking for attention. Perhaps. Oh, hey, maybe you were there. Maybe. Sparked backlash. Let's see what BuzzFeed News comments say. If I went to a Mulaney show and Dave Chappelle opened up, I would lose my mind. How awesome. I was at the show last night and freaked out when Chappelle came on stage. He was so funny. They made us put our phones in locked bags. That's why there's no video from his set. Don't see a comedy show if you don't have a sense of humor. 150 likes. I mean, these articles pretend that they're speaking for like huge groups of people, but they're not. They're just whipping this up. It's all fake. What you have is like a couple of hundred butthurt people nationwide that get represented as if they were millions of people. Here's someone saying, I love Dave. He picks on everyone. Doesn't bother me. He's hilarious. I mean, it's like, good grief, nobody cares. I've only seen media sources like BuzzFeed trying to make this a thing. It won't seem any organic outrage on Twitter over. I haven't seen any organic outrage on Twitter over it. Where is the trending? I don't even understand. Like, both excellent. Yeah, could you imagine paying to see John Mulaney and then having Chappelle show up? I absolutely seem like that would be a high value thing to happen. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.